Peace War, Hercules back here with another video. I'm glad to be back here again with you guys. I literally just recorded the same exact video on my SD card was full, so it cut off. That's really one of the suckiest part of going off the dome and not writing nothing down, because now I got to try to find that energy again to give it to you. Because I feel like I was moving, I was rolling on the last video. But here we are back at it again. Somebody asked me to speak on the topic of how do I react to the unexpected? Or I guess how do you plan for the unexpected, or like what is it that you do? What is your what is your routine or the things that you do when something unexpected occurs for you in life? And for myself personally, I want to say that I'm very spiritual, and why that matters is because a lot of things of life are out of your control. You have no control. You can't even manipulate the situation for it to go the way you want it to go. So a lot of aspects of life is walking through blindly, right? And just hoping that things work out for you, or you're on this path and it's meant for you, and that's where you should be, right? Because let's be real, none of us truly know our purpose. None of us truly know what we're here for, what we're called to do. We just do the things that we think we can do based off of the things that we think we're good at. You dig what I'm saying? So when things happen to us in life and when we feel it's for us, it's kind of like a smack in the face, because it's like, well, I thought this thing was for me or I was good at it, but maybe it might have not been for you, or maybe it might not have been your time yet. And those are the things that run through my mind when the unexpected happens. Let's say I don't get a job, or I don't get accepted into grad school, or I don't get promoted, or I don't get picked for, whatever position, or I don't get set achievement. Maybe it wasn't for me, and maybe it wasn't my time yet. But that doesn't mean you give up. That doesn't mean you stop. If you say you want it and you're putting in the work to do it, because faith without works is dead. If you say you want it, seeing is believing, manifesting it, and then now you're actually putting in the work to get to where you want to get to, why can't it be for you? So how I react to the unexpected is, yeah, maybe it might have not been for me, maybe it's not my time, but I'm going to make sure I stay ready for when my number is called. But while I'm waiting for my number to be called, I'm not just going to be waiting idly. I'm going to be doing things to sharpen my skill set, make me more intelligent, make me bigger, faster, stronger, smarter, whatever the case may be, whatever goal you're chasing. Find ways to enhance yourself. Maybe it might be going back to school or taking a few classes to boost your resume. Maybe it might be getting more workforce experience, or maybe it might be doing more volunteer time for you to learn a few more things and get some more experience for you in life. You dig what I'm saying? Because one thing about me, and one thing I always say on this channel, is that there's no such thing as losses in life. We got to throw that out. There's no losses, there's only lessons. There's only things for you to learn through life, right? And if you kind of view life of like Mario. Now, I never played Mario World, or I don't even know what the name of the game is, but it's kind of like Donkey Kong when he's throwing the barrels on a roll, and you kind of got to jump over the barrels. I don't know that much about Mario, but you got to jump over those barrels to get to your destination. That's a lot like life, right? When you're moving and you're seeking out greatness and you want to be the best version of yourself, these aren't tough tasks, right? These aren't easy things to do. Hence the reason why everyone else isn't doing it, right? This is a stumbling block. You may have to take one step forward to get knocked back 3 steps. Things like that may happen. You have to be willing to evolve your schemas and to elevate your thinking and to do things different. Or maybe, this main road might be blocked, and maybe I got to take this side road. And while I'm on a side road, I got to try not to get distracted by the distractions. But maybe life might be showing me something that I need to see. Maybe there's something better out there for me. Maybe there's a reason why I failed, or I didn't get the position, or whatever the case may be. Maybe there might be a reason to why this thing did not happen for me in the time frame that I wanted it to happen. Right? Because we all got a purpose, we all got a vision, we all got goals. But what do you do when life says no, not right now, or says no, period? Because usually you don't get a no, not right now, you get a no, period. Or you don't get that call back. What is it that we do? Right? And we have to learn that, okay, things happen, what can I do now? How can I move forward? I have this goal, do I just give up? Do I go in the whole opposite direction? Do I keep pushing at this door until it finally opens for me? What is it that I do? You know what I'm saying? And I found myself at that crossroad a time or two. Right? I didn't get accepted into all the schools I wanted to when I was first applying out of high school. I didn't have the strongest high school transcript, but I knew I was a smart kid, but all schools seen was my transcript. So I had to go to a community school, prove myself, and then go to the 4-year school that denied me 2 years ago. Now, what if I'd have given up just because they denied me 2 years prior? And now this is a school that I'm graduating from and hoping to go to grad school for. The same school that I'm at right now denied me fresh out of high school, but I had to go to MCC, prove myself. So I had to detour, and then I went back to it. Right, so it wasn't a no period. It just was a no, not right now. But I knew me not getting accepted. Okay, I had to boost my GPA. I had to show that I can handle college level work, undergrad level work, to prove myself worthy enough to have a spot at their school. And I'm not mad at that. They only wanted the best at their school. So I had to show and prove that I was the best to be able to get a seat there. And since I've been there, I've been stomping and making noises to show them that I belong and where I want to be. Right? But let me give you another real life scenario of how I reacted to the unexpected. Right? So boom, for the longest time, I've always wanted to be a doctor. Right? I always thought it was so cool, make a ton of money, you get to be the hero, you get to save the day. Right? But my reasonings for being a doctor weren't always surrounded by helping people. Was the money, the fame, the notoriety. Having the title of doctor, was very, very lavish to me, and it just made me feel very ecstatic. One day they would call me a doctor. And like the college, as a biology major, I began taking my classes and my courses, and I noticed I'm not really doing as good as I thought I would do. I'm good at the medical side. I'm in the military, I'm a medic, I help save lives, I help people, I do all those things. But I can't, get the great desire to get me a spot in med school. So I had to realize, I was like, okay, you know what, back to the drawing board. I'm not going to waste my time on this because I know I'm not getting the grades needed to get me into medical school. So maybe let's try something else. And I go to nursing. Okay, I don't really like the culture. A lot of women, it's very cliquey, very vibey, and I just want to be able to come and do my job. So I'm off of nursing. Then I stumble upon psychology. Right, and this is my home. This is what I love to do. It makes sense. Everything clicks. I love the ideas. I love the study of human behavior. I love getting to know an individual and learning their behavioral patterns and learning what makes people tick. How can I help people? How can I take advantage of their own brain to help them? I thought that was very, very unique, a unique perspective to take to helping people, because I knew for the longest time my purpose was always to help people. I just didn't know how to go about it. But I had to go down the biology route and then become a nursing student and then found my way onto psychology and realized, okay, this is where I was needed to be. So that door was shut because life knew that it wanted me to go in a particular direction. Like I said, a lot of life is walking by faith and not by sight. And understanding you having a goal in your head and faith without works is dead. So you may fail, they may say no, they may stop that opportunity, but maybe life may have something different in store for you, and that's what it was for me. Okay, this psychology, I like this. It talks a lot about mental health and helping people, because I've had my own struggles with mental health and coming into my own and learning what it means to be a man. That causes a lot of psychological turmoil for me and a lot of anxiety. So learning how to deal with those things and to, you know what? Maybe I might not be the only one going through these things. Let me get a camera. Let me get this podcast going. Maybe I can speak on some issues to help somebody out there that's just like me. Right? So the way I dealt with the unexpected is, you know what? Maybe life may have something different in store for me. So I took what life had to give me, made lemonade out of lemons, and here I am today. So things may not always go the way you want it to be, but you have to understand that life doesn't make mistakes, and you know where you should be. You'll know when you get there. But in the meantime, you never give up. No such things as losses in life, only lessons. Right? So the way you adapt, the way you get better, the way you handle the unexpected is to know that the unexpected is always around the corner. There's no plan. You can plan all day, but know that you're at the mercy of life and karma and whatever God you serve. But that's the way I deal with the unexpected. I appreciate you guys for watching this. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm definitely getting better when giving you guys content and giving you guys the things that you say you want to hear. So I apologize for linking this other video, but I hope you guys enjoy. Peace.